Branding in 3D is a good way to create a professional frame for a brand or a company. It can make the brand more memorizable and it helps to express the brand's identity. For example, this business card I made for a client uses a combination of black and gold, representing luxury, elegance, and simplicity. So let's make a business card. The only thing you need for this is the graphic design in Blender 3D. Now, if you are creating the whole brand identity, you will most likely need to create the design, but otherwise, you should receive all necessary materials from a client. And if you don't have your own design, you can just search for something on the internet. I don't really care. Use what you want. So let's start by adding an image as a plane. And for the image, let's select our business card design. If you cannot find Image as Planes option in the Objects menu, you need to go to Preferences, Add-ons, and enable Images as Planes. Now we have the business card imported with the correct aspect ratio, which already helps a lot. Now go to Modifiers and add a bevel to vertices with a few segments to create a smooth rounded corner. Now add Solidify modifier with very low thickness to add some depth and dimension. And last but not least, let's add another bevel, this time to create a smooth transition on the edges between the sides to help catch the highlights. If you shade smooth, you will most likely see some shading artifacts, but we can easily get rid of them by going under the last bevel and checking harden normals. That will get rid of the incorrect shading immediately. Now we have pretty much covered the modeling part, and now we will focus on shading and adding materials. Obviously, I could have just ended the video right here, but I believe that you can go beyond average with your render by adding PBR materials. Business cards are often made out of plastic, hard paper, or even metal, so I recommend using at least one of these materials. But as I said at the beginning of this video, this business card should evoke feelings of luxury, elegance, and simplicity at first glance. And yes, you can use one material for the whole object, or you can go more creative and use two materials for different areas. So with that being said, my goal here is to add golden material to the text, logo, and design elements, and for the business card body, I will use black paper to create a contrast. So let's create a new material and duplicate the principled BSDF. Now select one of them, and with a shortcut Ctrl-Shift-TE, you will open the file manager and find the first material. Then do the same thing with the second principled BSDF and add the second material. Now we have two materials in one. And now we need to tell the shader what area should be covered in gold and what area should be made out of paper. For that, we can use the graphic design and convert it to a black and white texture by using a color ramp node. Now add Mix Shader and plug the paper and the golden material into the shader input sockets. And to determine where the material should be visible, we will use the black and white texture to separate the materials. If the materials are inverted, just switch the input order and there you go. Now there is one more issue we need to solve. The business card has both sides the same, which may not be a big deal, but since I made a double-sided design, I will use this one for the other side. So apply all modifiers, select one of the faces in edit mode, and in material properties, create a new material and assign the selected face to it. Now you can load the same material, duplicate it, and just replace the design. And that's all. Congratulations! Now you can create professional business cards in Blender 3D. If you want to learn more about branding, 3D graphics, or Blender 3D, you should definitely subscribe to Graffinity, and if you learned something from this video, you can like and comment your ideas for next videos. I am also working on a daily series about useful tips and techniques in Blender 3D that you might find useful, so go watch them if you are interested. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure, and I will see you next time. Bye.